Espathra. A new Mon is seeing a meteoric rise in usage. Once it starts to snowball and accumulate boosts, it's an absolute threat. Today we're going to show just what makes this Pokemon so good. What up, what up? Hello my friends, how are you today? My name is Tom and I play Pokemon, and I was playing with a good buddy of mine, Splashplate, if you guys saw in my previous video, and one of the matchups we had was against an Espathra, and it was the scariest thing of all time. I know we're near Halloween. In fact, Halloween is in less than 24 hours. This thing scared the living life out of me. So I'm like, you know what? Let's check out the opponent's set, and let's use it for ourselves and see how we do. It's exactly what we're doing today, guys. This battle is going to be live, so you and I are going to know the results in real time, the exact same time, so we're going through this journey together. We're bringing in a Espathra with a Key Berry, and let's get into battle 1. Nice profile pic. That's epic. I get like Lion King vibes. And guys, happy Halloween. This is like my favorite time of the year. I love Halloween. I love fall weather. And here's our Espathra lead. Now this Politoed makes me think, is this like a rain team? Do they have the Archaludon? Do they have the duck in the back? So we'll kind of see what's going on here. I do want to get a boost. I am a little nervous of Encore. I have seen Politoed's run Encore, so I think one Coal Mine is safe. We'll kind of see how much this does to us. Whoa! Politoed goated? A Politoed video? What? Okay, so I definitely want to heal up. I hate playing the kind of Coal Mine Roost game, but you guys will see my Espathra does not have Protect. I don't like wasting that first move Protect because I think it's so predictable. Anytime I play Espathra, and I know I have this speed advantage, let's say it's against a Sneasler, or I have a Dragapult, I'm assuming a Protect is coming, so if you could take your opponent off guard and proc that Coal Mine, with them anticipating a Protect, I think it's a really good play. So unfortunately, I do want to get some more health, and I do want to stall out some of these rain turns. Now, a little bit here, I'm going to double check my info screen. And guys, here's a little tip. Anytime you're playing against one of these rain setters, against a weather setter, make sure to check the screen that kind of has the info. It'll kind of reveal the item right there. So I think that's one maybe oversight from Game Freak. Everything else is pretty awesome about these battles based on a competitive balance level. But with the item, if you check the item preview screen or that one screen if you hit one of the plus-minus buttons, it does reveal the opponent's item. So we'll know if it's 8 turns. We'll know if it's a Damp Rock Politoed. I've seen Focus Sash before, that's kind of why I'm not attacking. I do want to accumulate those speed boosts. So right now we're an extremely threatening Espathra. And I am trying to stall out some of these turns. I don't like this. I don't like the Archaludon in the back if they have it. And I'm really surprised at how much this Weather Ball is doing. So it is a Damp Rock Politoed. So we did predict that. So I'm going to do one more heal. And they withdrew. So there's the Quaquaval. Interesting. So potentially a boosted water move. I mean, we're going to OHKO it with a stored power. So the only saving grace they have is a Focus Sash. So we'll see what happens right here. So there's the bajillion boosted stored power. And it is Focus Sash. Alright. I'm a little nervous. Does an Aqua Step KO here? So there's the Aqua Step. Now this set, in this position, I think the opponent would have KO'd us with a Wave Crash. So luckily we live. And that Key Berry, which is so good in Espathra, guys. Again, in my last video, seeing the matchup, I was like, oh my goodness, that makes so sense for a million reasons. So there's the Aqua Jet, but it's no longer rain boosted, and we eat that up. Again, we are bold, we have our defensive investment, and we have proc that Key Berry. So man, I see no reason here not attacking. I think we're an extremely threatening Espathra. And guys, this might be a game 1 sweep. I don't see anything coming into this Mon. Now I don't know if they had Goldango in the preview, but I think even like a plus 10 or 11 stored power KOs a Goldango. So I think we're sitting pretty here. Yeah, there's no way this Politoed lives. We know it's not Focus Sash. So we're going to bop it in the face here. And that's an Oko. Guys, this is such a good Mon for this regulation. Now, Espathra kind of had some mixed usage throughout the past regulations, but in Regulation H, this thing is on a meteoric rise. And I believe even in some formats, I think Smogon format, I think this Mon in some senses is an Uber. So, yeah, this thing's great. Let's see how much this stored power does. I know the resistance here, but we're pretty strong at this point. And it KOs. And my friends, that is a game 1 sweep. No Terra, no switch, 1 and done. And yeah, I think it's time for game 2. Alrighty, my friends, we're into game 2. Versus T. I like it. T is in Tom. It all comes full circle. So again, Umbreon, a Dondozo. You have your backs, your Dragapult, your Absolute Tank of Amon, and your Goodra. And then you have your Dragonite. It's a super threatening team. I really like a trick play with Goldango. I think it decimates this guy's team. So let's see what happens. Let's check out the profile pic. Okay, nothing. It's okay. I like the mystery. Mysterious, you know, showing no cards. Let's see who our opponent leads with. And then we got the Dozo. I love Trick here. Now, we are Terra Electric on this Goldango. And I'm pretty sure this Oko's. But you know what? I love Trick. I'm not going to overthink it. I want to check their team, kind of see what they have. But I think Trick does so well for us here. And they stayed in. That's perfect. Oh, that's so good. So let's see what we get in return. Maybe lefties? Okay, Rocky Helmet. So that reveals to me maybe this is like a Fissure. I don't know, Rest, Sleep Talk? Now we could stay in, hit it with a Thunderbolt, but I do want to pivot to the Espathra. My plan was to feature this Mon in this video, and I think this is the perfect time to accumulate some boosts. But when it hits us here, we are going to get a defensive raise because of the Key Berry, but I don't really have much time to set up on this thing. I do want to do a couple Calm Minds. So again, apologies for the Calm Mind Roost strat. We don't have Protect on this Espathra, but I want to build up those boosts for really strong stored power late game. So we're going to hit the Calm Mind here. Hopefully they don't hit us with Liquidation that drops our defense. But that's part of the risk we take. This is now a +3 stored power with that Key Berry. And fingers crossed this doesn't drop our D. I don't think so. Okay, no, perfect. So +4, guys. +4. I do want to get some health again. Again, this is what makes this Mon so good. If I'm my opponent, I'm switching out. There is no reason. Now, maybe they think that because of Unaware, stored power isn't going to do a lot, but that's not how this works. Espathra is a really good counter against Dondozo, Skeledirge, because even though they're unaware, stored power still increases in power based on the boost that I have. It doesn't matter if the opponent ignores our boost, it still matters that the boosts affect the move's overall base power, from 20 times how many boosts you have. So I think we have 6 or 7 right now, so it's a 140 base move. Excellent, excellent. So I'm still a little nervous of Liquidation hitting us for a defensive drop, because that might hurt us late game. Let's say if it's like a Baxcalibur with Ice Shard. So far we've gone really lucky. I do want to heal up one more time, kind of to feel the situation. Now, if I'm opponent, I am definitely switching out. I'm not sure why he's still staying in here. So there's the Liquidation. And do we finally get hit? No, we don't. Oh my goodness. So we're getting lucky. So I think now, unless they pivot into Umbreon, but that's okay because we have Dazzling Gleam. I think it's time to hit this stored power, and this might actually KO from this range. Oh my goodness. Whew! That's impressive. That Dozo lived that, man. Now, we don't have much special attack investment, and I understand, but with the boost and how strong that move is, I'm surprised that didn't Oko. So we got to heal up a little bit more, and I'm hoping that doesn't come back and bite us, and this Liquidation hits us, and we get a defense drop. So far, we're so good. I do want to heal up at least one more time here. And this Mon's incredible. I mean, once it gets snowballing, once it gets going, the fact that you have Terra Fairy to pivot into in case Dark types come in. Okay, so there's the defense fall. Yep. I mean, we deserve it. It was bound to happen. We got really lucky that didn't hit from then. So I think we just get rid of this Dondozo now. No reason to keep it in. Excellent. I don't want to further drop our D or some shenanigans, crit hit, so let's just get rid of it. And let's see who they pivot into. Because right now, we're extremely fast. So obviously, we outspeed everything. Let's see who they pivot into. So there's the Dragapult. Their only saving grace is if this is Focus Sashed. I'm not sure why I did that. Was I assuming that was going to reveal the item to me? That's not how that works, guys. On Politoed, it was a good strat, but not on Dragapult. And guys, as you saw, Oko right there. Let's go. So I don't see anything coming in unless there's some kind of Focus Sash cheese. Now on the Baxcalibur, I don't see many Focus Sash Baxcaliburs. So I think this is a GG, guys. Unless this is like a defensive Terra. Now, Terra Steel would be very bad. Let's see what happens. And of course, it is Terra Steel. I don't know if this is going to KO. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Ah, almost. Okay, so Terra boosted Iron Hand. This might KO, but we do have... Wow. Okay, Espathra. So guys, the win condition's already met. If I pivot into Goldango, he hits us. It's a KO no matter what. If it's Life Orb Chip or if it's Rocky Helmet Chip, this is a GG's. So let's pivot in for the guaranteed win. I don't think Life Orb Chip would have killed it with Ice Shard if it would have hit us there. This definitely KOs with Rocky Helmet and Life Orb Chip. See ya, Bax. Happy Halloween. Have a great rest of your night. And guys, those are a tidy 2 GG's. Do not sleep on Espathra. Super good Mon. And guys, thank you so much for watching.